Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
Hello, welcome to episode 217 of the best bits of the Atom Radio Breakfast Show, and this is Mark Denholm. I have to say, this has been a weird old week because I had last week off, and this week has flown by. I'm sat here now with all 5 shows done, just putting together the best bits on the podcast, and it really appears that this week has absolutely flown by. I hope it has for you as well. Another 5-day week next week, then we are back into bank holidays with 2 weeks in a row. However, on the podcast this week, exam tips, life tips, sexy food, what makes a good friend. We have appropriate street names, Cheers Drive, Elon Musk, and we also have when to keep quiet.
Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
We are heading into exam season as well. Chinese students can get 7 years in jail for cheating in an exam. Make sure, therefore, you do not get caught if you are cheating in your exam this year.
This is Mark Denholm
at breakfast.
Atom Radio.
Fake friends make you realise how lucky you are to have true friends. That's very true. And the brain craves 4 things: food, sex, water and sleep. There you are. Bear that in mind as you get up today for the first time in a couple of weeks, ready to face a full-on day.
Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
Any given Tuesday automatically becomes Top 5 Tuesday, and that's what's happened today. Today, I have found a study that says 84% of women think that a fry-up is sexy, more sexy than those eating avocado on toast. However, veggie breakfasters have slammed the study, saying that fry-ups are past their peak. No. Do you know what? I get up early to do this show, right? And when I do, I'd love a fry-up. I mean, it's not particularly healthy, and I don't think I get away with it every day. But the simple fact is, I do not have enough time in the morning to make a fry-up. I would love to have a fry-up before I start, absolutely would. And therefore, that would make me even more sexy than I already am. However, I just don't have the time to fit in a fry-up, so therefore I'm just going to have to make do with my own natural sexiness, I suppose, rather than the sexiness of a fry-up. Although, I suppose I could go and get one after the show, couldn't I, in the cafe? That might be an idea, and then maybe I'd be looking all sexy in the cafe eating a fry-up.
Mark Denholm
at breakfast.
This is Atom Radio.
The top 5 for this week of foods that make someone sexy stacks up like this. At 5, a kebab with lashings of sauces. At 4, a burger van half-pounder. At 3, steak and thick-cut chips. At number 2, not specifically a food, but a man feeding his child. And the top food that makes somebody sexy isn't even a food, but it's a man running a barbecue.
Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
Slightly more shocking news: 2 lions escaped from a circus mid-performance and sent the crowd fleeing in panic. I would imagine a circus lion is often an angry lion because it's not natural, and I'd imagine they're very angry.
Mark Denholm at breakfast.
This is Atom Radio.
Said the best feeling in the world is knowing you actually mean something to someone, and this can literally add years to your life. Maybe that's why I won't live long, and the best friendships tend to be with people who you can be openly weird with. Well, you see, that is probably a qualification in terms of being my friend.
Mark Denholm
at breakfast.
This is Atom Radio.
People are naturally more happy when they're kept busy. Therefore, if you are going to work today, you will be more happy, apparently. If you're going to school today, you will be more happy as well. However, if you've got the day off, you have to find something of your own accord to find yourself busy. Otherwise, you are not going to be happy.
This is Mark Denholm
at breakfast.
Atom Radio.
What's the colour of money? Nobody knows anymore, do they? Because nobody has any money thanks to the cost of living crisis. Do you know what, though? I generally don't remember the last time I actually withdrew cash. Like, if ever anyone has given me cash, if I paid something and then they say, I'll give you the cash, yeah, I've had cash then. But I don't remember the last time I actually withdrew cash. Therefore, what's the colour of money? I haven't got a clue.
Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
8 minutes to 7 o'clock morning. This is Mark Denholm at breakfast on Atom Radio. Welcome to Thursday. Sometimes the best way to solve a problem is just to stop caring. True. And life offers you a endless amount. Life offers you perhaps the ability to speak, but life offers you an endless amount of possibilities. Don't settle for a poor job, poor friends, or a poor significant other. Now that That is very, very true indeed. Always go for the best. Some may say settle. I say never ever settle.
This is Mark Denholm
At breakfast.
Atom Radio.
Speaking of Richard's house, by the way, he is actually examining the possibility of a move. He wants to go to Cheerus Drive in Bristol. When I suggested that to him, though, he suggested I should move to Exeter to Welcome Street. Thank you, Richard. Well, what a lovely, lovely thought, eh?
Mark Denholm.
At breakfast. Podcast.
Home of the anthems all day long. This is Atom Radio. Morning. Welcome to Friday. You know, earlier in the week, Elon Musk's Twitter rocket, the launch was postponed because apparently it wasn't Twitter verified, paying for Twitter Blue. It did. It launched. It then turned out the payment details bounced and therefore the rocket self-destructed. I did make most of that up, but the rocket did launch yesterday before then immediately going on to self-destruct. That was the true bit. The rest of it I may have made up.
Mark Denholm.
At breakfast.
This is Atom Radio.
Happy 40th birthday to the pound coin. This day, 1983, pound coins replaced pound notes in England and Wales. Scotland, however, carried on with the paper pound note for quite some time after that. However, we say happy 40th today, therefore, to the pound coin, and life begins at 40. Never forget that.
Mark Denholm at breakfast.
This is Atom Radio.
80% of people also remain quiet, even when they really want to say something in order to avoid an argument with someone they care about. Me, I am in the 20 there. I never, ever stay quiet when I have something that I want to say.
Mark Denholm.
At breakfast. Podcast.
You remember SpaceX the other day? The big launch, Elon Musk's space rocket, up it goes, 4 minutes later, explodes, comes crashing back down again. And it just made me think, like, you know, when you look at the way he's treated Twitter, he's just like a very rich man who hasn't outgrown childhood, has he? He's just, you know, running Twitter for his own benefit. People have been sacked, allegedly, because his tweets didn't get the biggest promotion in the algorithm. They've had to rewrite the algorithm. What boy doesn't want to have a rocket? Elon Musk now has a rocket. He called it a success. Me, if I got in my car to drive into work of a morning and I managed to drive for 4 minutes before my car exploded and I didn't arrive at work, I would not call that a success. I would call arriving at work a success. The destination of that rocket was supposed to be Mars and it blew up after 4 minutes. It's not a success at all. But anyway, each to their own. This probably won't get well promoted on Twitter now, will it, after that? Thank you so much, as always, for your company and checking out episode 217. Join me Monday at 6 for the show, and don't forget to subscribe to the podcast.
Mark Denholm.
At breakfast. Podcast.